Good morning, lovelies. We are back? Question mark? I think. Um, how is everyone doing today? Hope everyone's all right. Hope everything is going okay. Um, I'm doing much better than I was last month. Still have oodles of hospital visits, but I'm still here. Yeah, I'm like William friggin' Afton. I always come back. Um, So yeah, hope everyone's doing all right today. It's back to school for a lot of you actually. I don't know if it pertains to you at all, but we're back to that grind again, huh? Schooling, going back to work full form, or whatever else that you guys do. It's September. It's September. It's officially nearing the end of the year. Wow. Um, yeah, so it has been a delightfully adventurous, let's call it, September. Well, for me anyway. A lot of curiosity has been answered, I guess, about myself, my health, and things like that. It's happening, basically. I'm not going to bog you down with it because I know for a fact that none of you probably care. Or if you do, then, I don't want you guys to be like unhappy or upset or anything. So we'll just leave it to I'm recovering still. Kind of sucks, but what can we do? So if you guys haven't already noticed, this is a bit of a spicy month, Spice-tember, let's call it. It's going to have uh, a lot of things that may be questionable about posting online. We'll see. I'll have to probably put a bit of a restriction on exactly what's happening, but I mean, if you have listened to Constance, you'll see what sort of thing I'm going for. It's mostly just a challenge for myself to see if I could do it, and do it I can, apparently, or at least I hope so. We'll see in the future ones. We've got Celeste one coming next week, bit of a different one. It can be seen as an AU, or it can be seen as part of the overall story. Um, because I'm having a lot of difficulty even going through following the arc that we are usually doing. I wanted to get it done like within a month or 2 months thing. Obviously that didn't work. Nothing ever works really. So yeah, I thought I'd do a few sweet ones here and there, a few more spicier ones here and there, and some that are just downright extra, such as Celeste's one next week. And you'll see. I mean, you can see it's a pet play one. So, I mean, maybe you're into that, maybe you're not. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to try it out and see what happens. I mean, we could even consider this to be a complete AU from Celeste. It doesn't even have to be her. It could be someone else entirely. It's just I thought it would be fun if it was Celeste. And then you've got Lucy after that, which I know I adore Lucy. That one's going to be very much a different styling. I mean, it's exactly the same as Lucy usually is, but a bit more of a different styling than per usual. So I hope you guys like it. I plan to have the first episode of Luminar out by the end of this month. I was going to do it sort of, throughout this month, but I thought I've got 3 videos coming up. I'll do the last one, focus it solely on Luminar, so that way we can have a lot more stuff there. Um, it is short episodes. It's not really long ones, so I mean, obviously the first one's going to be the longest one, to be fair. For obvious reasons, it is the longest one. But the other ones are going to be just as interesting. Um, hopefully, it is the first one, so grain of salt. You know, what else can we expect? It's the first time I'm doing it, as in a long procedural one with a lot of other people, and I think it sounds pretty damn fantastic. Um, but obviously, I am one person, and my group of friends are also 4 people. We're of one collective hive mind, let's call it. So what we basically think is cool. I may come back later on, like I do with a lot of my videos, and just be like, I can't believe I thought that was cool. But it's happening, guys. It's actually happening. The end of this month, you're going to get the first episode of Luminar. That's the plan. It's around half an hour long. It's going to be interesting. It's the longest one. The rest of them are probably around about 10 minutes or so. Um, so you can imagine, that's, I might even just put them into like three rather than five. I mean, I could do it throughout the week. Um, or I can do it all in one. I have to really think about it, but I think I'm going to speak to my, the other people in my group, to see what they think. So why is it only the one episode that I'm uploading? It's because my lovely little listeners and everyone else who is just here on a whim, um, it's because we have a new channel of sorts. Um, so I'm going to link that as well. It's currently completely empty until the end of this month when we will probably have Luminar on it, but YouTube algorithms doesn't allow you to post the same thing twice, even if it's um, both of your own videos. So it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to have like a taster um episode here, or maybe the full on episode one and then link it in the other one. And then I'm gonna have obviously the rest of the episodes on the new one, the new channel. It's called $3 and a quid. $3 because three Americans and a quid because you've got a British person. See the joke there? Yeah, okay. I thought it was funny when I first thought it, amidst the middle of a holiday when we were considering what we were going to do about channel names. And I still think it's funny. I don't know if you guys do, but I still think it's quite funny and quite sort of obvious to what we are because we are technically $3 and a quid. There's three of us. Well, three Americans and me as one British person. And the rest of the people who may or may not come in are going to be guests. So it's always going to be us four. You already heard one of them, Resonant. She was your lovely, lovely, bitchy person, Philea. She was your Android owner, if you guys listen to Leo. And you've also heard of Sweep. He's also in the Leo one. He's going to be in Starship Luminar. And then we have the darling cat, who I adore, who's also going to be in it as well. You may have seen their names in the OP that I uploaded. I'll add it on. Um, you should see it in the little link on the side, but may also be in the description as well, just in case you're interested. Literally just 40 minutes of an OP. Just it's going to be in the beginning of everything, so you'll definitely get used to seeing it, hopefully. And but yeah, so this one is this sort of warning time is mostly just about new channel, really. So we've already spoken about exactly what we're going to do this month. But yeah, the new channel. So $3 and a quid is basically going to be a story-based channel. Some may have MCs in it, so listeners such as yourselves. Some may not. And it's basically going to work as either sort of one-shots, or it's going to be episodic, like the way Luminar is. Now, Luminar is my baby. It's my story, the one that I wrote and I edited. So hopefully you guys like it. It's quite similar to the way I write my other scripts and things like that, but it is a lot more difficult than I anticipated to be writing it for four people. I mean, I write stories and novels and books and things, and writing as a descriptor rather than a script thing is hell of a lot easier than writing a script because there are certain things that you can just do without needing to speak about it. So give the first one give it a wide berth. Get the margarita with the salt, go the whole tequila shot to it, all right? Lemon juice and everything. It's morning. I'm drinking tea, all right? I shouldn't be thinking about alcohol. But it tracks, really. Yeah, but yeah, after Luminar, we do have a Halloween one planned, so look out for that. Lots of jump scares, lots of silly things. It's going to be a short one. It's going to be probably posted on Halloween itself. So there is that. That just is an interesting thing that, again, is going to be one that I cooked up purely just because I wanted to do a Halloween one, and I had anticipated Luminar to come out in June, July. It is now September, so timings are a lot less than I thought, but hey, 2 months. More than enough time for me to write a script and do the audio and the editing and post it out to you. I may be on the wire for this one, but I will get it out by Halloween. That's what she said. But that's neither here nor there. So, unfortunately, Halloween falls on the most dumbest day in the entire month. It falls on a Monday. So, perfect. But what that does mean, unfortunately, and I hope it doesn't impede on any of my other audios, but what that does mean is with the startings of $3 and a quid, um, I may have to not sort of focus my attention on it because obviously my attention will be on it, but I will have to probably focus half my attention on the characters that I have with story time and then the characters that I have with um, $3 and a quid. Okay, the only reason I say it like that, rather than just calling it $3, which I have always been calling it, is because my darling resident has stated that it's all four of us, not just them three. Because saying $3 is a lot easier than saying $3 and a quid. But I do agree with her. It is the four of us. It is a movement, really. So yeah, it is $3 and a quid. It's easier. It's just so easier to say $3. But yeah, anyways, but yeah, so October I want to go for a definitely festive Halloween theme because Halloween is my favorite holiday out of the entire year, and yes, I do include Christmas with that. I I don't celebrate Christmas. That's not my part of my religion. I do love to send out presents to my friends and things like that. So, that's neither here nor there, but I don't really celebrate it with the Christmas tree. To be fair, I don't really celebrate Halloween either because I don't do Samhain and I don't do that other thing, Yule or whatever it is. Yeah, Yule, right? It's Yule? Yeah, I think it's Yule. Or is that a Christmas thing? Whichever, right? I think Yule is a Christmas thing. Yule Ball, yeah, Christmas. Sorry, Samhain. I think that's what it is. So I don't want to sully it by um people who do celebrate it traditionally or non-traditionally, however you guys celebrate it. But Halloween has always been my favorite purely just because it is that time where everything is a lot quieter. Everything is a lot more chill. Well, not chill. Everything has that sort of palpitation of it being quite frightening, but at the same time it's calm. And I like that. And I also like the fact that the entirety of the TV is just full of scary stuff. I'm not really a scary person or a scary movie watcher. I don't really do scary movies. I will if I have like a load of people or my friends or things like that around me and I can watch it, but I usually sort of watch something silly like a cartoon after or something to take my mind off the fact that there could be a rabbit killer outside or whatever it is that is in the movies or but usually we watch it at nighttime, so that defeats the purpose. Uh, but yeah, so we're going into the 14-minute mark. I know we're talking about Halloween a month early, but if we can celebrate Christmas in July, we can celebrate Halloween in September. Okay? So we've just about hit the 14-minute mark. What is the movie that you guys go to watch when it's Halloween? Do you have a specific movie that you watch? Or is it just whatever's on TV? Because my one is usually the Alien trilogies and a really stupid one is The House on Haunting Hill. So not the original because there was the one in between that. So the one in between that, who knows what year it came out? 1990s, I think, or whatever it is. But it's the one where there's a ghost that's a giant in a house and they get stuck in the house, and it's got Owen Wilson, the Wow guy, and it's got that other girl. Oh my God, I can't remember her name. What is her name? What is her name? And I mean, it's got that other girl in it as well. Oh, she's really pretty. Why can't I remember her name? My brain just went, no. Oh my gosh, my brain literally just went, no. What is her name? Uh, Catherine Zeta-Jones. Oh my goodness. Yes, Catherine Zeta-Jones. Right. Yes, the really pretty one. And obviously it's got your Liam Neeson in it. It's got your Lily Taylor. I know it's not frightening. Um, I think it came out in the 19, I think just early two, no, I think 1999 or early 2000s, whichever. It's called The Haunting, but it's also called The House on Haunting Hill. I don't know which one it is, but regardless, I always every year I always watch it, and it's not scary, but it's something that I always watch. But yeah, the Alien trilogy, I always watch that. Every year I watch that. I adore it. I do absolutely adore that movie. It's kind of the same as the way you just watch Jurassic Park because it's there, or wherever, or Jumanji because it's on. I don't know. I have very strange movie things that I usually watch, but uh oh, yes. Here's one. Um, Tell me which movies is your go-to movie on Halloween, but also with that, do you have any that you recommend I should watch? I don't really like the whole Saw, Hostel, gore vibe things. I mean, the only reason I watched the Saw trilogy was because of the sort of mental side of it. So not mental, I mean like the psychological. I meant to say, not mental. Mental is a bad word to say to something like that. Um, but the psychological aspects to it, because it was quite interesting to see it from a psychopath and a sociopath point of view, exactly why they do what they do. And to be fair, the deaths were bloody amazing in majority of them, but that did give me very creepy vibes. Like, I still will not drive on the motorway behind logs because of Final Destination. I still will not do a majority of things that happens in, to be fair, not many things like that happen in Seoul will happen to me, but the sort of how they get captured and whatever. It doesn't matter. It's something that I don't really want to watch. But yeah, if you have any movies that you guys think are really interesting to watch, um, I'm down for it. But yeah, so anything that isn't sort of gory or just basically creepy, like I really like the Scream movies, the original ones, more so than than ones nowadays are also original, but you know what I mean, the sort of classics. Um, Always good. But yeah, so there is that. And yeah, September. Anyways, $3 and a quid. What I was saying. Um, yeah, I went off on a tangent again. It's that time. The kids are in, well, my nephews are in school. I have the chance to do these morning things every once in a while now, so I'm back to being a bit more of a regular on here on the community as well. Hospitals suck. Hospital foods suck. Everything kind of sucks. But yes. Um, but yeah, $3 and a quid is it's gonna be. Oh, it's four of us basically, and as you know, a lot of us. Luminar is going to be my child, my basically. I wrote it, I edited it, I used their voices, I directed it, written, whatever the case, by me. Um, but there's going to be many that have other people in it, so the other guys as well are going to be writing their own scripts, doing their own things, and maybe even editing. Who knows? But yeah. Anyways, this one's it's going a little bit long. So, I'm gonna leave it here just because it's almost going into 20 minutes and I didn't anticipate it to go this long. But hey guys, I'm back and it's gonna be a lot more interesting now, where this goes. But yeah, check out $3 and a quid and check out, um, you guys already know about my store. You guys know about the membership. You never know about my Patreon. Um, do whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. Thank you for all the subscribers. I am still in awe that there are still people coming in, but it also makes me exceedingly happy in that kind of giddy feeling whenever another person comes in. I'm like, yay, you like me. But not in the weird way of, oh, you like me, but like, thanks. Anyway, all right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.